No, I don't have the energy for it. High intensity. Welcome to 50 Nights of Fright! I'm Tommy, joined today with Rowan. We are going to be discussing Bride of Frankenstein, what's kind of like the second half of the Frankenstein story. What did you think of Bride of Frankenstein?
Well, I liked the concepts and some of the scenes in the movie. It was hard for it to grab me. I did watch it and I did really enjoy, again, it feels like a continuation of Frankenstein. Mm-hmm. They go together. So
yeah.
If you watch one, you need to watch the other kind of thing.
And they're both pretty short movies. You could easily make a double feature or even a fan edit of the two just mashed together.
Right.
Though some of the direction is a little wonky with this one, that it may be a bit of a shift in tone if you do watch it immediately after the first Frankenstein. How did you feel about the intro with Mary Shelley, where she was with...
I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
And I also really and I'm skipping way to the end as well, I like that the same actress that plays Mary Shelley plays the bride.
Yeah, Elsa Lanchester, yeah.
It was just really cool, even though the bride was only on screen for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, she got the whole movie named after her, so that's a heck of a deal.
Yeah. They say this in the making of portion, because I did watch the making of while I was writing notes and stuff, that it was really important for her to play both parts because it shows that there's darkness that lies within beauty. And I really like that concept. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, I really liked her hair.
Her hair was cool.
I like you had said, when you watch Frankenstein, you really need to watch Bride of Frankenstein, because they are companion pieces in that. I mean, it's one book just split into two very different movies. The way, of course, Frankenstein, the book, is an epistolary novel. It's told through letters and news articles or medical journals, things like that. So whenever you do adapt that to screen, most movies can't really do that type of storytelling. Like Dracula, Frankenstein, Carrie is another big example of that type of storytelling. So I can kind of understand how when they were making the first Frankenstein movie, they kind of had to cut it in a certain way. And I think that really benefits the story, but also can hurt people that don't get the full experience of the Frankenstein epic.
Every time the monster was on screen, I felt this sense of dread, what's gonna happen to him? Because he didn't create catastrophe himself. It was always inflicted upon him and he reacted. And I always felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
That's where the tension came for me.
Yeah. Another thing about Boris Karloff's performance in both of these movies is fantastic. But he does give the creature, I think, he's more thinking, because he does speak in this one, which was severely lacking in the first Frankenstein movie. But it does, show that him using his abnormal brain, he does still desire to be understood, to communicate that, and having a bride, someone, a companion, you can kind of understand the tragedy of the creature, the monster.
When he learns to speak, he does find a companion. He finds a friend, the blind man in the forest.
Yeah.
And he actually has a relatively normal interaction where he becomes friends with this guy, and then the guys hunting him come in and
they ruin
destroy it all. And it's really sad. And I really liked, also, when we're talking about just the scenes in general, my favorite scene that was filmed was the bride coming to life. That whole laboratory scene with the lights and the different angles.
Oh yeah.
That was the best scene.
Absolutely. All of that era of the Universal monsters, being in black and white, the way that they were, their stark contrast of light and shadow, especially in that scene, how dark it is, but with the the bride coming too.
Yeah.
It really fills the screen. I loved it.
And with it being shot so dark and all the lights and the electricity that
Mhm.
lights everything up, and it adds good contrast.
Absolutely.
It's very good.
So, other than that, were there any other scenes that stood out to you? Any like horror moments or things that gave you the heebie-jeebies or spooks?
I really didn't get any heebie-jeebies or like the goosebumps, the chills, because again, it was just me feeling bad for the creature the entire movie.
Yeah.
I guess every time the mentor, I can't remember his name.
Dr. Pretorius?
Pretorius, yes. He was the scariest part of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
genuinely creepy and like, oh god, what is he going to do next?
Yeah. All right. If you were to say, give this a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, what are we giving it?
A 6 or a 7.
6 or a 7. That's respectable.
Above average.
If you were to pit this against Frankenstein, the original, does this one stand up as a better story, or?
I think the original stands out as a better story, but I would say that on the scale for the 50 Nights, these should be together in the same spot.
Okay.
As one thing.
Okay, so like I have a double feature night.
Yeah.
So Bride of Frankenstein does not belong on 50 Nights of Fright. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, or if it does, it belongs with Frankenstein.
Okay.
In the same slot.
So we can't have this one on its own.
Correct.
It has to be viewed with the other one. Okay.
Yes.
I can respect that, and that's why I do include both on the list. They are very important. And like I had said, they're very short movies. I think each one runs maybe an hour and 15 minutes each.
Ish, yeah,
so
something like that.
You could easily watch both of them in one sitting if you really wanted to. But that was Bride of Frankenstein. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight's episode. Be sure to tune in tomorrow where we are covering The Wolfman.